My video is on Chapter 4, Structure of an Atom. First off, what is an atom? An atom is the smallest particle of an element that retains its properties of the element. All atoms are made from three subatomic particles. Proton, which has a positive charge and a mass of 1.007316. Neutrons, which has a charge of neutral and a mass of 1.008701. An electron, which has a charge of -1 and a mass of 0.000549. Protons and neutrons are held together rather closely in the center of the atom. Together they make up the nucleus, which accounts for nearly all the mass in the atom. Electrons move rapidly around the nucleus and constitute almost the entire volume of the atom. Although quantum mechanics are necessary to explain the motion of an electron about the nucleus, we can say that the distribution of electrons about an atom is such that the atom has a spherical shape. To put the mass and dimensions of an atom into perspective, consider the following analogies. If an atom were the size of Ohio Stadium, the nucleus would only be the size of a small marble. However, the mass of that marble would be 115 million tons. What holds an atom together? The negatively charged electron is attracted to the positively charged nucleus by a Coulombic attraction. The protons and neutrons are held together in the nucleus by the strong nuclear force. How many electrons, protons, and neutrons are contained in an atom? Atoms in their natural state have no charge. That is, they are neutral. Therefore, in a neutral atom, the number of protons and electrons are the same. If this condition is violated, the atom has a net charge and is called an ion. The number of protons in the nucleus determines the identity of the atom. For example, all carbon atoms contain 6 protons. All gold atoms contain 79 protons. All lead atoms contain 82 protons. Two atoms with the same number of protons but different numbers of neutrons are called isotopes. In 1803, John Dalton discovered the first atom structure. Dalton's theory explained that all matter is made of small particles called atoms. Each element has their own type of atom. When atoms from two different elements are chemically combined, they create a compound. In 1897, J.J. Thomson discovered the electron and composed his model of the atom to be a spherical object containing an electron confined in a positively charged jelly-like substance. In 1911, Ernest Rutherford knew that atoms consisted of particles called protons and electrons. J.J. Thomson's model did not show where the particles were arranged. Rutherford tested Thomson's theory by shooting particles at a piece of gold foil at high velocities. He found that areas around the center, the particles bounced straight backward due to high charge in the area. Thus, Rutherford discovered the nucleus. In 1913, Niels Bohr. The Bohr model describes the atom as a small, positively charged nucleus surrounded by electrons that travel in circular motion around the nucleus alike in the structure, but with electrostatic forces providing attraction rather than gravity. The Bohr model is a quantum-based modification of the Rutherford model, based on the facts that electrons can revolve around the nucleus in certain orbits regulated by the quantity of energy, and electrons can jump from one orbit to another, the direction depicting whether energy is absorbed or emitted. The next part of the atom structure is the modern-day atom structure, also known as quantum mechanical model. Scientists around the world argue that the Bohr model was incorrect. Instead of electrons being placed at specific distances within the atom due to a set amount of energy, as Bohr insisted, the distances actually change as the energy levels fluctuate. While Bohr discovered these levels, he did not research how the levels can change.